As part of R3 for 2025, we now have support for subtotals on purchasing change orders. So being able to align this subtotal behavior between the source document and change orders is going to give greater control over the changes, improve visibility, and more streamlined reconciliation. And this all starts with your transaction definitions. So we're going to go into the transaction definition and we're going to set up brand new workflow that has this new functionality in place. So I'm going to go to purchasing, set up transaction definitions, and I'm going to add a new order, and I'm literally just going to call it new order. And it's going to be a template type of order, workflow category order, and it is going to have the enable change order workflow turned on. So this is the source document, we're leaving that alone. And then down here on our subtotals, we're going to enable subtotals, and I'm just going to put in something simple like freight, subtotal type of charge applied to line 1, value type amount. I'm going to put in 750 for it. It's a debit, it's going to debit my freight account. And my offset account is my accounts payable, which is 2,000. Okay, and it's not a tax, so I don't have to check off that. So I believe that's all the information that I want. I'm not going to do anything else with my posting or anything like that at the minute. I'm just going to set up something really, really simple just to show you this updated info with change orders. So I'm going to save that order first, called new order. And then I'm going to add a second transaction definition, which is new order CO. We're not getting too complicated here with the names. So order, enable change order workflow. This is my change document. And then when I select change document, I have the option to say change multiple source documents, no subtotals, or change single source document and sync source subtotal options. So do I want to sync my subtotals with the source document? And once I select that, it gives me the option to choose which source document, which is going to be my new order change. So like I said, I'm not going to do anything else with that there, but once I've selected that, then so let's say I go back to this and I come down here, there's nothing to do with my subtotals, but once I've selected that, still not seeing anything, but then I select my new order and it's automatically pulling in the subtotal information from my order type. So I would save that, and then that's going to allow that to sync up that information. So when you're creating your transaction definitions basically on your change order, you're just going to have this additional option here to, I don't know why that keeps flying down there on me, but you're going to have the option to change single source document and sync your subtotals. So another thing that they've brought in with your change orders is now on your subcontract. So if I go to all here, order, and look at my subcontracts and edit on one of them, I have posted changes, revised item totals. So I have in my header here information on my changes, which is great. So that's something that we would have wanted to see before. So a little bit of setup to, those transaction definitions. You want to make sure that you're using probably a new transaction definition for this going forward if you're trying to sync up your subtotals. So I wouldn't advise using an existing one and switching that. I would advise setting up a brand new order and change order workflow based off of that with the sync in place. So that is one of the updates for R3 2025.